Right, we've got some breaking news to bring you now, and that...
Thierry Henry, the Arsenal legend and prominent football analyst, was left absolutely fuming following a night of officiating chaos in the Gunners' crucial Premier League clash against Wolverhampton Wanderers. As the title race reaches its boiling point, Henry did not hold back in his assessment of two pivotal VAR decisions that he believes could cost his former side the silverware. Arsenal saw a stonewall penalty appeal waved away and a goal chalked off for a marginal offside, prompting Henry to label the evening's officiating as a total betrayal of the game's common sense. The first flashpoint occurred when Gabriel Jesus was clearly tripped inside the area after a dazzling run, yet both the on-field referee and the VAR officials remained unmoved. Henry, speaking with his trademark intensity on the post-match broadcast, questioned why the technology exists if it cannot identify clear and obvious contact. "We are told VAR is there to correct mistakes, but tonight it was the mistake," Henry remarked, visibly agitated. He argued that the inconsistency in how these fouls are judged is creating a climate of confusion that players and managers simply cannot navigate. The frustration peaked late in the second half when Bukayo Saka thought he had secured a vital lead, only for the goal to be ruled out for a fractional offside. Henry was particularly incensed by the time taken to reach the decision and the microscopic nature of the ruling. He pointed out that the spirit of the game is being suffocated by lines drawn on a screen that often contradict the naked eye's perception of momentum and advantage. To Henry, these moments are not just technicalities, they are momentum shifters that can define an entire season's work. Reflecting on the title race, Henry emphasized the immense pressure the players are under and how these injustices compound that stress. He noted that while Arsenal must remain focused on their own performance, they shouldn't have to battle both the opposition and incompetent officiating. "You work all week, you fight for every inch on the pitch, and then someone in a room miles away decides your fate based on a technicality that nobody in the stadium can see," Henry lamented, drawing a parallel to the mental toll such decisions take on the squad. The Frenchman also highlighted the broader implications for the Premier League's reputation. He warned that if the standard of officiating doesn't improve, the league risks losing its status as the pinnacle of global football. Henry argued that the fans are losing their connection to the game because they can no longer celebrate a goal without a 3-minute wait for a geometry lesson. His critique wasn't just about his bias toward Arsenal, it was a plea for the integrity of the sport he has dedicated his life to. In an emotional conclusion to his analysis, Henry called for immediate accountability from the PGMOL. He demanded that referees be more transparent about their thought processes and suggested that the current VAR protocol needs a radical overhaul before the season is completely derailed. "Don't tell me it's about rules when the rules are being applied so inconsistently," he snapped. His words resonated with a fanbase that feels increasingly alienated by the very technology that was supposed to bring clarity and transparency to the pitch. Ultimately, Henry's reaction serves as a rallying cry for the Gunners as they head into the final stretch of the season. He urged Mikel Arteta's men to use the disgusting decisions as fuel for their fire, rather than letting the frustration break their spirit. While he remains hopeful for an Arsenal title, his anger tonight suggests that the war against VAR is far from over. For Henry, tonight wasn't just about a lost result, it was about protecting the soul of football from becoming a clinical, over-scrutinized shadow of its former self.